Alright. Let's get this. Let's drop the old crossing. And for those of you that are watching this video, this is actually a commentary. For some reason my mic was being kind of weird. Ironically, right until the end. Maybe it just needed a little waking up when I was, loud there. But I just want to get a little commentary as to what was going on in this here. So there's some crazy stuff went on. Ended up winning the game with 12 kills. Not a crazy amount of kills, but I mean that's a decent amount for a solo win, I think. Decent, not outstanding, but hey, decent considering how the game started. So I mean, as you can see, I'm already starting the game ready for kills. Sitting there just by shooting out that flare there. Flare is actually amazing right now. With the amount of damage you can do with the bow in the early game. Flare is amazing. In the late game, I would say stick with the blast arrow, because you can do a ton more damage. I don't ever actually end up picking up one. I get continuously shafted trying to go for forges, but thankfully I was able to kill an enemy and pick up a few things to aid me along my journey. I'll let you guys figure out what those are, but most of the stuff that I picked up was from the forge. But yeah, right here, see, I finally found someone, and I decided to run for him. Took me a minute to line up a shot. Finally get one lined up, but just too late on it. Just as you can see, my aim is super off right now. It's just so off that it's just disgusting. But realizing he's a bot, I decided to go for him. But they did ramp up the bot difficulty, so they're as close to as human players as they can possibly be without being a bot, but still a bot. And it's weird. So as you can see, that's a bot. So I just kind of, pop a few shots at him, try and spam some aim assists. It's not a real player. I'm not actually going to try and do anything crazy. Just going to, L2 spam it real quick. Which can be amazing, but as you can see, it can be not amazing. It's amazing if you're lined up. You still have to line up your shot in this. Like, the aim assist is super nerfed compared to a lot of games. It basically just blows the person up a little bit, just like ADS normally does. And if you happen to be on the character, it'll hold to the character for about I think it's .32 or something like that, so you can fire a shot. But if you miss your shot, you're pretty much screwed. It might actually be lower than that. I don't know. It might be lower because it was really hard to hit shots. It was really amazing when it first came out, from what I hear. I didn't play it day of. I heard it got nerfed, but that's just what I heard. I haven't actually looked into it. I don't really care, to be honest. I usually play with it off. But this game is actually really funny because I decided to have a few beers and then decided to play this because I was like, no, I'm going to play a game and cool myself down because I was getting a little in the feels, Got to, play a little game. But yeah, as you can see, this guy here, he did a lot of damage to me, but I played it right. He didn't push it stupidly, but thankfully for me, he didn't. And I was able to I managed to get away. I do have a passive regen on my health. It's not very much, but it's enough to where I was able to run away, kind of feel out the situation. I have a flare in case I hear him. I can try and find him, pinpoint his location to watch him better. That's the reason why I said flare is really good in the early game, because as you can see, I haven't had a chance to hit a forge. I don't have anything exclusive to me. The best thing I have is my flare, which thankfully for me is a hunter ability, which I'm playing this game. So I was able to use that at least. And that, like I said, if you get that early game, definitely hold on to it. I'd rather take a, epic flare over a common blast arrow any day. And you'll actually see me make that choice in here. I decide about it, and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to take the flare. And right here's the bot again. I just kind of finish him off real quick. Just kind of messing with him. Just like, yep, I'm just going to play with you. Runs away from me again, and I'm like, alright, now I'm really pissed because I don't want you to die. So I start lining up actual shots and actually hitting them. And from this point on is when you're going to start seeing the better gameplay. It's extremely slow for the first 5 minutes. Another reason I wanted to add some commentary to it. Noticing that my mic was off the entire time. There wouldn't have been much content to it. And I realized that it would have been very grueling for a lot of you to watch. And we don't like grueling here on this channel. Unless it's in the grind form of some type of achievement thing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want. And the grind is the grind, you know what I mean? Right here, I mean, I guess you could call this a grind. But, yeah, right here. See, I thought I heard something, but I wasn't sure. So I shot a flare, didn't actually go where I wanted to, but as you can see, we now have footsteps. I saw the reload rune at first, and that's what I went for. And that's actually the only rune I'll pick up this entire game. And it actually serves me quite well. Especially here in the early game when I'm, I don't have weapons that are, like my bow, for example. I don't have a bow, so it's not just draw and release. I actually go pick up here an arbalist. You'll see me pick up here. And it has an actual reload on it. But here I run back. Don't think he'll push me. He doesn't. So I'd fire the flare to find him. Tag him a few times with my common pistol, just kind of, because he's not shooting at me, so I'm kind of just putting some damage on him, saving the shots of my heavy crossbow. So that way I can kind of just, oop. But I miss a lot of flick shots. I'm kind of just trying to flick and hit him, because noticing that he's also a bot. Or a player that, just really sucks, but pretty sure that he's a bot. I kill at least 3 of them in this game. Most of them are real players that just didn't play well. A couple of them play really well, but not very many of them. I honestly, like I said, so I said decent and not really good, because had this game been out for a lot longer than it has been, it'd probably be a little bit more impressive to be getting 12 kills. Well, I don't know, even. I mean, even then, probably not, because if the game's been out for a while, it should be, I'm probably going to be a lot better than that. No, not probably. We will be. Oh, yeah. We would be dropping, like, 30 plus solo squads. I mean, come on, let's do it. I mean, one can only dream, right? Gotta set the bar. But yeah, the game has not been out very long. I actually have not been playing very long either. It's been, I think, probably 2 weeks now, something like that. And yeah, you'll see me pop an emote here, because there's no way to tell if anyone's watching me. So having a few extra moments, and considering I just trashed on some bots, I wanted to see if any of them were real players. And you can't really tell if anyone, like, really actually spectated unless they like drop you a comment, like send you a message. I've actually gotten a few friend requests through it. People I've killed, they've friend requested me. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's the only time I get to hit the forge the whole game, right there. I try many more times after that. I leave here. I'm going for this chest up here. It's this legendary chest. I'm almost positive it's a 100% drop chance for a rune. I mean, I've gotten one every time. I haven't actually personally looked, to be honest, to really see what the actual percentage chance is from the boxes. I actually do need to start looking at the notes and everything. I have them, I just haven't taken the time to sit down and fully read through them. And I can't just read bit by bit, because I'll forget a lot of it. I gotta read it all at once, just soak it all in, But yeah, right here we hear a player, so we decided to hop off the mount, wait for him, fire the flare. Here he is. Real player, you can tell by the way he's kind of, jumping and actually trying to fight. Line up a few shots, take advantage of the guy weakening him, because it's like, that's my kill anyway, I don't even care, and you're a solo player that I'm about to kill anyway, so your kills don't even really matter to me at this point, so we're just gonna finish you off, And I kind of toy with him for a bit, knowing it's a real player that this is probably some kid that just managed to get this game and decided to start playing because it was free and he didn't have to ask his parents permission because they didn't really set a parental restriction on it. And now he's like, I'm gonna go try and pwn some noobs, and he just gets pwned on because I'm kind of just toying with him, and then I'm like, I can't hit any shot. Oh my god. And then I'm like, okay, just focus. And then pop. After that, it's like, just line it up. Line it up. It's pretty far distance for a crossbow too. Like you do have to actually lead him a bit, just a little bit, but still is a lead. But yeah, see here, I'm actually able to pick up the fire crossbow as well, and that helps me tremendously in the moments to come. But as you notice, my shards are now full, so I need to hit a forge, and that's what I attempt to do. Noticing that the chest is now gone, but coming out of it with 2 extra kills, I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's just go find a better forge. So I run inside the circle. Once I get inside the circle and I know that I'm good, I loot up a little bit more, try and maybe grab something quick along the way, some more potions, anything I can, or more provisions, and getting everything that I don't need, as always. No, the game's pretty good about loot drops. Sometimes you get unlucky. And here's that decision I was talking about. I'm like, oh, blast arrow, I get more damage with that. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep my my flare. On one hand, I could use the blast arrow to get them from around that tree. You'll see me do a lot of tree battles. So, you can see, I could use the blast arrow to get them out from around it. But at the same time, I can fire the flare, and I know when they're gonna peak, and I just time it. And it's all about timing at that point, not about predicting a shot that I may or may not be aware of. You know what I mean? If I hit the blast arrow, there's no guarantee as to where they're going to be launched. They could be launched backwards, to the side, to the left, to the right. No one knows exactly. It's all about placement. I mean, I can place it on their left side, my left side of their right side, blow them to that opposite side of the tree and plan it, but then I still have to quickly aim and connect, and it takes a lot more skill to do something like that. It's definitely a lot more skilled move. Another bot. I'm just kind of like, yep, let me just finish you off real quick. But yeah, so realizing that I don't have the bow, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep this flare because I cannot hit shots to save my life with these crossbows for some odd reason. I don't understand why. I hit enough of them this game, obviously, to get the win. I just have to really, really focus to use them. Once I get the longbow, it's a lot easier. I don't know what it is with the longbow, but I'm just so much better with it. Once again, using the flare, finding the enemy. Don't even know what this guy's doing. This is the bot number 3. Just like, I even stopped for a minute. I'm like, wait, is this a bot? And sure enough, there he is. Just letting my passive regen fill me up instead of popping a potion. So I figured I might as well just stay max. So I'm not really worried about anyone else around. 12 other people alive. Coming down to the last circle. There I go again, marking a forge. This is the final circle now. There's obviously going to be people there. Knowing this, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get the chance to hit the forge. But another reason that I decided not to pop potion. Because once again, here he is, guy rotating in. Realizing he has a bow, I kind of just continuously keep jumping and just firing shots. He's not moving a whole lot, so I try to do as much as I can to put as much damage on him. But I'm worried, obviously, about standing still, because that bow does a lot of damage. But I really wanted to kill this guy because I need that bow. So we kill him off. We replace the arbalist with the bow, keeping that fire crossbow for that tick damage. Works really well when enemies decide to start running away. That also keeps them the damage numbers up, so as long as you can have a line of sight, then you can see where they're at. So if your flare's not active, it's just another way to spot enemies. As long as there's windows, things like that. Obviously you can see them run by windows, but if you can look out of a window, sometimes you can see the numbers off of someone's head, and not their body. Just from height and everything. But as you can see, we're pushing another guy here. Standing still, so I decided to line up a few headshots. Chicken him real quick. I'm like, nope, he jumped out the window. Nope, he didn't. There he is. What's up, buddy? Okay, right on. Kill another bot. That was a real player, but acting like a bot. I don't know what he was doing. Might have been a bot, honestly, because he's kind of just standing there, and I didn't see a chest. But that's why I said at least 3 of them. As that might have been number 4. But there's the chicken. I really wanted that chicken. I really wanted that kill. If I had somewhere other than different. Missing my optimum shot here. I decide to just, you know, push this assassin with the flare. Comes at me with the sword, and I'm like, oh crap. Hitting the shots with the longbow. Missing that crucial shot right there really cost me, and I'm missing that one as well. He was able to get away from me. You know, it got some serious distance. So trying to catch up, reloading, making sure I'm good on health, just kind of checking myself, realizing that he's probably going to turn back into, you know, himself again very shortly. I just popped the flare. There he is. Playing it really safe. And now that I know that he does not have a chicken revive time rune, I can push him a little bit harder. So every time I meet him from now on, push him a little harder. Start pushing this guy super hard. Just kind of checking him a little bit. Hear another guy in the distance. Checking him with the flare. He comes at me again. Tagging him with that crucial headshot. And he's just wicked fast. Once again, see there's the tick damage. You can see if he's hopped it, because if he would have hopped in that window, I would have seen the red numbers disappear. They would have just disappeared because he's not in any type of line of sight at that moment. Even around a corner, you can still see him for a split second. And if they would have disappeared, I would have known. Hey, he hopped in the window. He's back inside. Getting completely obliterated by the other assassin. That venom pistol. I know he's an assassin by the amount of damage he was doing with that venom pistol, because had it not been an assassin, he had to have hit me in the head. And given the amount of like times that he hit me, I know he wasn't hitting me in the head. He was just using that assassin damage boost. Had he hit me in the head, about probably maybe about 10% more had he hit me in the head, I would have been completely annihilated. There would have been nothing I could do, probably before I even rolled to get away. Because I mean, he barely ticked me after I rolled. So yeah, you would have had me destroyed. Definitely would have had me destroyed. But hearing the guy here, I decide to pop a flare. He pushes. I tag him once, twice, and I'm like, oh, tag him the third time. Chicken him. That's the guy that was obliterating me before. Running away. Noticing that he's not going to push me, I decided to just, you know, kind of just run straight. Also noticing where the storm circle is. Or fog circle, I should say. We just kind of just go up in here, heal up. And I have that nice ability that refills my health after I come back as, from being a chicken. So I don't have to worry about popping health potions. You'll notice that I forgot that there in-game. I was just like habit. Because now at this point, I was kind of half panicking. I was just kind of like, oh man, I know I'm good, but it's like I need to heal up quick so that I can get out there and finish these guys off before they push me. There's 2 people left, and right here, I'd already used my roll outside like an idiot. But he doesn't seem like he's all that good of a player. Pop a flare. Still don't see him. And I barely see him, just enough here to know that I should line it up in this window. Stupid guy standing still. Then decides to run into the same house. Finish him off, and now I'm down to the last player alive. Once again, me and the assassin will duke it out for who's better. Using my flare, I can tell which side of the tree he's on. Tag him once, tag him twice. I've now hit him for almost 2,000 damage. It all looks like health, but obviously you only have 1,500 health. The max you can possibly have is 1,800 if you have the 300 boost, unless you are a warrior. But noticing this guy is pushing me that direction, I hop out the window. He decides to come and run out, so I pop around the corner. Just run back inside, still bobbing and weaving. He's not pushing me. He's kind of trying to feel me out, you know, feel it out. He probably couldn't hear me very well. So he probably wanted to make sure I did have a chicken rune and wasn't just kind of chilling. Tag him once. He pops the healing totem. Now I know he's popped his heals and he's got to push out of the storm soon. I just use the storm to my advantage and finish him off for the win. Let's go! Let's go! So you'll notice there that my mic cut back in. It makes weird noises. But thanks you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys that actually watched the video, and hope to see you next time.